today's video, we're going to talk about 5 steps for you to get rid of self-sabotage in any area of your life so that you can create the life that you want. So the first thing we have to do in order to get rid of self-sabotage is, number 1, admit that there is a problem, right? You know, often people get stuck in their ego and they go, I'm not self-sabotaging, or I'm not doing this, or this isn't happening. And that will keep you stuck, right? So it's like in AA, the first thing you do is you got to admit that you have an alcohol problem. So first and foremost, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you realize there's some level of self-sabotage in your life. And that's why you're here. By the way, if you do have some level of self-sabotage, hit that like button down below. I know we have all been there before, right? So here's step number 2, and this is probably the most challenging step for people, is to take full responsibility, okay? So what do I mean by this, all right? So often when we are creating self-sabotage, chaos, whether it be our relationships, right? You often hear people say, oh, this person's narcissistic, or this person's toxic. You'll often hear people blaming other outside circumstances as to why things are going the way that they're going in their lives. And the challenge with doing that is, as long as you blame the outside circumstance and don't realize that it is a subconscious projection and something going on internally that's projecting your reality, nothing will shift. So let me give you a thought and kind of a perspective of what I mean by this. So let's say that you have a projector, right? And this projector is projecting a video on the screen, okay? Now, what is the projector actually projecting onto the screen? It is projecting what is being programmed into the actual projector, right? Now, it works the same way with our lives. Our lives is the video on the screen, the outside world that we see, and that is not coming from the outside world. That is coming from what has been programmed in our subconscious mind and being projected into our physical reality. Now, here's the challenge. Again, often when people create self-sabotage or they attract self-sabotaging relationships or toxic situations, they blame the outside circumstance. Oh, it's his fault, it's her fault, it's the government's fault, it's my mom's fault, it's the weather's fault, it's whatever. And when you do that, you lose your personal power to change. Now, trying to blame and fix the outside circumstance would be the equivalent of looking at this projector that's projecting a video on the screen and going up to the screen and trying to manipulate the screen to fix what's being projected on there. That would be ridiculous, right? So how do we actually fix what's being projected on the screen? Well, we've got to dive in and fix what is being programmed into the projector in the first place. And just by shifting and reprogramming what's going in, that's what fixes the projection on the screen. So same thing in our lives. When you can admit there's a problem, take full responsibility and go, hey, this has nothing to do with the outside world. The outside world is just a reflection of the projector of what's going on internally, and go within yourself and be able to identify where that's coming from and shift those projections. All of a sudden, the projections in your life, the chaos begins to stop, the narcissistic relationships go away, the toxic relationships go away, and then you start to create peace, harmony, and balance into your life, okay? Now, step number 3 is identify, yes, the root cause and why it's happening, okay? So what does that mean exactly? Well, whenever we attract the narcissistic relationship, or we create chaos in our business or in our relationships, there's always some subconscious reasoning for it. So let me give you an example. I had a client who I worked with years ago who she was a middle child, okay? Let me back up before I share that with you. So she was finding herself going into businesses that were very toxic, right? And she would find that when she was in this business, she would always be kind of playing the middle person, right? She would be the mediator between the two toxic parties, always having to basically fix things. So she found herself in companies that had this very, very toxic environment. Now, once we did what we call a breakthrough, we discover why she's creating that in her experience. Again, not blaming the outside world, hey, everybody's toxic, it's not me, it's them, and going, hey, I keep going into one company after another that are all toxic, there has to be a pattern within me. So once we dove into that pattern, what we discovered is that when she was a kid, she was a middle child. And when she was a middle child, she was often playing the mediator between her older siblings and her younger siblings. Well, as she grew older and older, she carried that with her into the patterns in her life. So she would be in these businesses where, again, she'd be playing the mediator between two parties. Now, once we shifted her out of that belief and out of that pattern, all of a sudden she left the company that she was at and she ended up getting her dream job like within weeks with the dream company that she wanted to work with. Another example I'll give you, I had a client who was attracting all these toxic people into her life. Her boyfriend was toxic, her business partner was toxic, her friends were toxic. And again, the outside world is a reflection of the in. So we did the breakthrough, and what we discovered is that when she was 4 years old, she had realized that she had to help her dad overcome her anger, as often little girls do, right? Little girls soften us up. I have 2 little girls myself, so I know. So she realized this as a 4-year-old girl. Wow, I helped my dad overcome his anger. Well, it actually made her feel good, or made her feel a sense of accomplishment. So ever from that moment forward, she said, hey, it's my job to help toxic people overcome their anger. So therefore, she would attract toxic relationships, friendships, business partners, everything into her life, because subconsciously, deep down inside, she wanted to fix them, she wanted to help them. Now, once we shifted her out of that programming, all of a sudden she broke up the relationship with her boyfriend, she got out of the business relationship, and all these toxic relationships started to completely disappear. And we're talking within a matter of a week, okay? So that's how fast, once you, again, you change the projection of what's going on the screen, what's going on the screen changes, okay? So again, identify the root cause, like why is this happening? And then we have to reframe our beliefs, all right, around whatever it is. So what does that mean? Well, you see, our subconscious mind does not operate from logic. Our subconscious mind operates first and foremost from protection and safety. And often what we have experienced throughout our lifetime and what we are used to is what we feel is safe. So when you grow up in a toxic environment yourself, as you get as an adult, you create that toxicity in your life because that's what you're used to. That's what feels comfortable. That's what feels safe. So as soon as you start to step out of that toxicity and start to create some peace and harmony, start to attract relationships that are no longer toxic, they're actually beneficial to you, your mind goes, well, wait a minute, hold on, this doesn't feel right. This feels new. This feels dangerous, and it'll keep you stuck in those patterns. So even though, now here's the thing, again, subconscious mind doesn't operate from logic. Our conscious mind operates from logic. And when your subconscious mind, it may be creating these toxic scenarios that logically are really bad for you, but again, internally you have to keep it safe. So what we have to do is get the subconscious mind to reframe and get it to realize, hey, if you continue to hold on to this pattern of creating self-sabotage and toxicity in your life, where is your life going to go? So we have to get it to realize the negative outcome by holding on to the old pattern. And then we also get it to realize, hey, what are the positive outcomes when you let this go and you install new patterns and new beliefs? And once you do that, then the subconscious mind realizes, oh, actually, holding on to this current belief system is actually causing me harm. And by letting this go, this is what will allow me to succeed. And once you reframe it, and we reframe and we use, by doing positive takeaways and positive lessons and reframing what things mean to us, all of a sudden the belief shifts. And it doesn't take months or days, it shifts right in that moment. I mean, I've taken people who've been in therapy for years and years and years for one thing, and in 5 minutes, we shift them out of that belief. So start to reframe what things mean to you on a subconscious level, okay? Then number 5 is you have to resolve all events throughout your life. So what does that mean? Well, you see, again, for the example of the client who realized that her father was, she helped their father overcome his anger. Well, then she kept doing that over and over again as she got older and older and older. So subconsciously, you've got to go through, sort of revisit these different events and also reframe those events that are happening and resolve everything that you've been going through that are keeping this pattern stuck. So you do this by looking at things from an outside perspective and going, hey, what did I learn from this so I can let go of the old habit and I can create new habits. And when you start to install new habits, new learnings, new beliefs, all of a sudden, those things shift, okay? Now guys, if you found that this spoke to you, you're like, there's something about it, yes, I need to change something internally, and you're a business owner, you're like, Dom, this would be really helpful. I'm creating chaos in my relationships, I'm creating chaos in my business, I'm creating chaos in my life, or self-sabotage. There's going to be a link down in the description for you to book a free subconscious success test with one of my certified hypnotherapists, where we're going to do a deep dive to figure out what are these things, what are the patterns that may be holding you back. So again, if that's you, click the link down in the description and book your session now.